Well, it's one of the most exciting nights of the year at the Silver Dollar Speedway in Chico, the annual 4th of July sprint car races and fireworks.
Now that's where we find Action News Now reporter Cecile Juliet. Cecile, there's quite a bit of work that goes into this show.
There is a ton of work that goes into this night, which is only about 5 hours. And look at this nice gentleman here giving me a patriotic shaved ice, which I'm going to enjoy as soon as we roll my story. But I can tell you that there's a crowd out here. They're not shying away from the heat, and it's actually not as hot as it was last year. Take a look. A lot of people are already here, and the doors are already open, but the stands are filling up quickly. And they say that the races are going to start in about 45 minutes, maybe less. And then, of course, we have the big fireworks show tonight. But there is a lot of work that goes into making a night like this. It's going to be a great night, very patriotic, hanging out with your friends and watching the races. Take a look. Show that lasts about 5 hours, and it takes quite a bit of work.
We're getting ready for a shoot for the 4th of July.
There's a lot of work that goes into setting up.
And this is called a green chrysanthemum with a tail.
From getting the annual fireworks display ready.
We have our mortars laid out, and we have a finale rack, which is being worked on right now.
To making sure attendees are shaded as they wait in line for tickets in the blazing sun. The folks out at the Silver Dollar Speedway have thought of everything.
At the bounce house, we got face painting for the children. We've got great patriotic music we're going to play tonight. We've got all the patriotic great American food.
And of course, everyone comes for the fireworks, and keeping the crowd safe is at the top of the list.
So you want to make sure that you sit in an area where the wind is in your favor, away from the crowd. And the crowd, as you can see, is going to be there.
This is going to be a true patriotic celebration, one that gets everyone amped.
Especially when they win a race here tonight, people are going to get thrilled because drivers get out and salute the crowd. The emotions that run through here with the patriotic theme tonight and the auto racing, the grassroots auto racing.
A night that's pure Chico and 100% about cheering for our great nation.
It'll be about a great big family celebration along with auto racing and fireworks.
All right, well, they've got some wind out here, which really feels nice, and I do recommend the shaved ice. It really does cool you off, and the crowd is already very excited. Everybody's wearing red, white, and blue, and the fireworks show starts between 9 and 9:15 tonight, so come on out, enjoy some races, and be with your friends. It's a lot of fun, and we'll check back in at 6 o'clock.
All right, thanks, Cecile. To other news now, a Shingletown man who allegedly shot and killed his friend on Tuesday morning pleads not guilty. The judge set 55-year-old Michael Ackley's bail at $2 million. Ackley is facing a murder charge and 2 enhancements. Investigators say Ackley used an AR-15 to fire 10 shots at James Arnell. Ackley's preliminary hearing is set for July 17th.
Police are looking for the suspect who broke into Paradise High School taking more than $8,000 worth of equipment. School officials discovered their athletic training room had been hit. Paradise police say the robbery happened sometime early yesterday morning and that the robber took an AED heart defibrillator, 2 Motorola radios with the chargers, and a muscle stimulator machine, a total loss of more than $8,000. There were no signs of forced entry. Anyone with information is asked to call the Paradise police.
A stolen Tesla vehicle speeding through Los Angeles area streets went out of control and was torn in half in a fiery crash with other vehicles that injured 6 people. The crash early this morning left the back end of the electric car wedged between 2 walls of a synagogue in the city of West Hollywood and the front end down the street, among other wrecked cars and a toppled traffic signal. Sheriff's officials say the Tesla is believed to have been traveling in excess of 100 miles per hour. Tesla was reported stolen shortly before 1 a.m. in Los Angeles, and police officers briefly gave chase until their patrol car crashed. No suspects names have been released, and again, amazingly, no one was killed.
An investigation is underway after a disturbing video was recorded and posted on YouTube earlier this week, showing a Los Angeles area CHP officer beating a woman on the side of a freeway. Joe Fryer has more on this story and a warning to our viewers: this video may be disturbing.
At first, it's unclear just what's happening in the cell phone video.
Oh my God.
You can hear a man in his car with friends laughing as a police officer follows a woman walking through traffic across a Los Angeles freeway. But what happens next is no laughing matter. The officer, stopping the woman on a concrete median, tries to grab her arm, and as she appears to resist, he grabs her again, throwing her to the ground. And Then the video gets downright disturbing.
He is beating her up, yo.
While the woman is on her back, the officer holds her down, hitting her head and upper body about a dozen times in just 11 seconds. The woman can be seen using her arms and hands to block her head and face before a second man helps the officer apply handcuffs. There's no information yet about the woman's identity, current condition, or legal status.
She's like this, where she's not fighting anymore. These aren't like taps. These are like grown man on top of you, punching you.
The California Highway Patrol has opened an internal investigation but did not immediately give the reason for the stop or initial contact, saying in a statement obtained by NBC News, as a matter of policy, every time there is a use of force by our officers, there is a review conducted to determine whether the use of force was appropriate. Since there is an ongoing investigation, it would be premature to comment on this specific video segment.
Now that was Joe Fryer reporting. It's not known what happened before the video started recording. The Highway Patrol says it will review the entire incident as part of the internal investigation.
Firefighters battling a destructive wildfire blackening a patch of San Diego County have contained 40% of the blaze. Crews made progress overnight, but the fire also surged from 150 acres to 217 officially. The wildfire has destroyed 2 homes and threatened hundreds more and forced the cancellation of a 4th of July parade and celebration in the historic community of Julian. Another wildfire burning on more than 6 acres in Napa County also burned 2 homes and is now 55% contained. Firefighters are trying to get a hold of the Gulch fire burning in Modoc County. It's burned about 2,000 acres so far. About 200 firefighters are battling this blaze from the air and the ground. They have it 30% contained. Modoc County is under a red flag warning until 10 tonight. And no homes are threatened, but the U.S. Forest Service has put 50 residents on alert for potential evacuation if the fire spreads in their direction.
In Redding now, roads are open and evacuations were lifted this morning after a dangerous gas leak downtown last night. PG&E officials with help from construction crews capped the natural gas main this morning. It was ruptured by an excavator just after 9 last night. The gas leak caused multiple road closures and evacuations around the Pine and Tehama Street intersections. Shasta Regional Medical Center was also effectively shut down, with staff and patients told to shelter in place. All other emergency traffic was diverted to Mercy Medical Center. The Red Cross set up a temporary shelter at Prep High School on Eureka Way, while a RABA bus was designated to aid in transportation efforts. PG&E crews weren't able to shut off the leak until 6:45 this morning. Roads will reopen soon after that.
If you haven't checked out our new redesigned mobile app, you're missing out. A quick reminder, our new redesigned app is available now for iPhone and iPad and Android users. The latest news, weather, and sports is available on the app. You'll get breaking news alerts as well. And now live streaming, so you can watch Action News Now live wherever you are. You can download the app from either the iTunes or Google Play stores, or update it if you already have it on your phone.
There's more to come on NBC 24 Action News Now at 5:30. The first family has more than one reason to celebrate tonight. Not only is it America's birthday, it's also the first daughters. More on Malia Obama's Sweet 16 next.